This is my brand. I've started August 25th of this year. It's been about 3 months. I have one video that's been running. Primarily, another one is a slight variation to it. But I would like to say before starting the video, if you have one solid ad creative, one solid UGC video, it can help carry your brand from literally 0 to 500,000 to $1 million in sales if you do it correctly. So I'm going to lay out 11, I think it might be 12 different tips. You definitely have heard a lot of them from other people on YouTube, but there's at least 1 or 2 or 3 different tips that you probably have not heard because I didn't really buy courses. I don't really follow how other people do e-commerce. I've done it and through trial and error tinkered on my own for the past 6-7 years. So I'm just gonna make this video as if I'm imagining talking to myself from when I first started. Because when I started e-commerce 6-7 years ago in 2017, I literally ripped off other people's videos. I downloaded it and then I started running it on good products that I found. Like I timed the market well, but it was literally other people's content. So there's a lot that I would share to my past self on video content or ad creatives. Getting into the video, step 1 would be to not make it look like an ad. There's a lot that I could say on make sure they're standing at this angle when you have the perfect golden hour lighting, and make sure they bring up this point second and not third, and make sure you have an engaging hook. There's a lot that I could say on advice on how to make it look organic, but one tip is only have videos run as ad creatives with people that are genuinely excited to promote your brand or your product. Like have it be people that are actually trying and testing it out. With them, like if they would promote, let's say for a back brace, for example, they've had back problems their entire life and they've tried everything. They've tried chiropractor, they've tried massage therapy, anything. And this back brace actually helped them to have better posture, and it's the only thing that's helped them. It's like $30. It's amazing. You don't have to pay like $500 for that person for such a big problem that they've been facing their entire life. They would go out and tell everybody. They would tell everyone else that they know that knew that they had that problem, and other people that have that same problem, because they know, guys, I've tried literally everything. I've had this problem for so many years. You know me. This simple back brace has helped me. And that energy of actually being genuine with your reaction and how you're promoting the product, it doesn't matter if you're being paid or not. You don't care. You would promote it whether you'd be paid or not. So that type of energy, people can tell. People can tell if it's authentic, and on the flip side, people can definitely tell if it's just BS, if they're holding up a product and they're... Guys, today I'm gonna, I have to tell you about this product that sponsored... Come on, it's common sense. It's common sense. People can smell the BS. People can smell it. So if you have a solid product, make sure first of all that you're not trying to sell a product that no one wants. There's another video I made on how to verify if the product is selling well. So number 1, make sure it's selling well, and then give it to people that are your target demographic, that fit the criteria of your ideal customer, because they fit among all the other customers, and the people that are watching the video, they're gonna look at this person that's giving a review and it's like, oh, this is another mom, they have 2 kids, I have 2 kids. They're gonna be able to relate to the influencer, and if they're giving a genuine reaction, if this product helps solve a very similar problem that this other mom had, it's an immediate buy. They automatically trust it. Keeps it quite simple. Only run video ads or only run advertisements that are genuine. Don't try and deceive them. Especially, please do not sell products that don't work. If you can't find someone that'll give a genuine reaction, that means your product is doo-doo. That's probably the most important out of all these different tips that I'm going to share, and I have that as number 1. Okay, so the second point on being product specific might not apply for honestly majority of the people that are watching this video, but if you are a brand and you are selling a wide variety of products, you have maybe even hundreds, don't make the mistake of trying to promote your brand overall. If you go into a physical store location, if you go into Target and your main goal is to sell one product, you don't want to have them get lost and shop around all these different products and then not end up buying anything. Keep it very, very straightforward. Have there be focusing down on one product, 2 products that are selling the best. So you want the ad to highlight exactly the selling points, the main reasons why people are buying that product. Why are they buying from your brand and not someone else, another competitor? Break that down, highlight it, send them directly to the product page, so that way they're already deciding whether or not they want to purchase from your brand or that product before they even land on your product page. So if you have too many products that you're promoting on your video, then they get to your site, they have to do more research. But if they already make up their mind that they want to buy this one product that you're promoting through this video, and they land directly on the website, they'll land directly on the product page, they click add to cart, they purchase, easy, boom, like that. But if you have it be where we sell all different types of different party decoration, we sell different arrangements of diaper bags, of backpacks, you're not highlighting all the different selling points on why people choose you. Because unless you have some crazy revolutionary product that you have some patents on it, they're not gonna just automatically choose you, because there's so many other competitors that they have to weigh the pros and cons from before buying and choosing you. So pinpoint everything, narrow down, be product specific. If you have a ton of different products, narrow down on the ones that are selling well, and then push those out. It's just a mistake that I see with a lot of brands that I talk to, and even one that I work with. They have a very high returning customer rate, retention rate. They have maybe 30 to 50% returning customers, but they can't acquire new customers because they're trying to promote everything. They don't even know what's selling well, on top of their ads not looking organic. So be very product specific. Look on the Shopify analytic dashboard. Examine. It's very, very easy to see what's selling well. Look in your dashboard. Look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. So narrow down. For the hook, if you have a product that people haven't really seen before, what I would do is highlight the main 1 or 2 points that people are buying your product for. Like, why do people like your product? Why is it gaining popularity? Why is it going viral? Have that shown either through anticipation, like I'm going to show you a trick on how to save you time, or if you're the type of person to lose all your belongings, this simple trick or this simple device will help you, and it's only under $40. That either by anticipation through speech of like you promising something, or visual. So for visual, I like to do before and after transitions, whether it be from daytime to nighttime. You can get creative with it, but look at what other people in the space are doing, what videos are going viral on TikTok, on your For You page. But most importantly, you want to know what's converting. So look at other competitors, other e-commerce brands that are selling products that are either similar or the same exact ones. Look at what they're doing for their ad creatives, and then just add a slight variation to it. Don't copy it, but add a slight variation. You don't need to try and reinvent the wheel. You've heard that before. Don't try and reinvent the wheel. Keep it very simple when you gain more experience and you're diving more into marketing, because when you first start out, you have to focus on so many different things. Start experimenting and getting creative later on. Just go with what works already. Go with what works. So a very subtle mistake that people make is prioritizing their selling points out of order. So the discount promotion that you're running, the shipping times, the reviews, and the warranty, no one cares about those selling points or those things if they're not even convinced they want the product yet. So have those be towards the end. Those are added bonuses, where like, think about it, if you're talking to someone and they're trying to sell you on it, like they're trying to sell you on a car, and then imagine you're walking up to a car and they already start talking about, oh, I can get you $3,000 off of this car if you buy it right now. You're like, I don't even know how many seats this car has. Like, sell them on the other points, on the main reasons why someone would buy this product. Sell them on those first, and then have those other, we got fast shipping times, we have solid warranty 1 year. Look at all these reviews. People have already bought it. They tested it out. They really love it. Like an average 4.9 rating. And then like last call, like the next 2 weeks, we have $20 off. Have those be towards the end. So don't bring those up before they're even convinced that they want the product or not. It just turns them off. So prioritize correctly. Have all the selling points and all the reasons why someone might buy your product or purchase from your brand. Have them written down on a Google Doc or on a piece of paper. Literally write them down and then rank them in order of importance, or on the greatest like audience that it'll reach, if that makes sense. So cast a wide net and then have it be funneled down. But a lot of people, they have it where you're talking to very specific and small audiences first with these other selling points. So prioritize your selling points correctly. Number 5, anything in life, you're going to get what you pay for. You get the quality that you pay for. So because this is the most important part, this is what is going to convince people to buy your product, or pretty much it's the top of funnel. It's bringing everyone, helping them to become aware of your product or your brand. You need to have a high quality video. You have to, because it's their first impression. If they don't know about your brand, they're discovering you through their social media feed. That's their very first impression of your brand. So it needs to be very high quality. They need to trust it. So on top of it being high quality and you get what you pay for, the people that you pay more, a lot of them have marketing degrees. Like they went to college for marketing, they were in business, so they already understand how to sell the product. So you could literally give them the product, they'll link to the Amazon product, and they'll know exactly how to sell it. So for the product that I showed earlier, or the website, the brand that I started on August 25th, 250,000 in revenue from 1 to 2 videos. The person that I paid about $1,000 per ad creative, but they knew exactly what to do, and it's quality over quantity. So save yourself the time and money. This is the most important part. Invest more money into the ad creatives over anything else. You don't need to buy inventory in the very beginning. You don't need to spend a ton of money on the website. You don't need a premium theme. Invest heavily into the ad creatives. And then it kind of ties into point number 6, where you plan out. Ideally, either you plan out and you give a script to the creator, like bullet point. Don't make it super extensive. They don't like having to follow to a T everything that you want. Give them creative freedom. That's what they do for a living. They know how to make good content. Just give them a few bullet points on selling points that you want them to bring up. But if you have a clear vision on how you want the video to turn out, or you want to get in video, or you want to get ideas from them, hop on a call with them and bounce ideas. So that way that you're not surprised with the content that they're going to be sending back. So it takes a lot of time. This is probably the one thing that you wait the longest for. So hop on a call and make sure that you both have the same vision, so you know exactly what you're getting before you even film the video. Make sure you're on the same page, and then you bounce ideas. There might be ideas that they have that you never thought of, and vice versa. So it's better to communicate, and it's not specific just with the content creators. Try and hop on calls so it feels like you're working with an actual human being, because on top of just being paid, no one likes to feel like they're just, hey, can you make this video? It's due next week. Make them feel like an actual person, like you really appreciate them helping you out. And on top of that, like, you're the one being helped. You're the one asking for help, and then like have payment be on top of that. So build a relationship with the creators rather than working with a ton of different creators every single week. It's better to just have a few that you like working with, that do a good job and that can make content. Even if you add like a bunch of different products, they can make content like one video, 2 videos a week. Build up relationships with them and make sure you're communicating everything. That was a lot, but a little bit of a brain dump for this section. All right, number 7, constantly test new ad creatives, because when one ad creative starts to work, your natural tendency will be to take your foot off the gas pedal. But that's a mistake that I made, because that's the difference between being able to scale to $1 million in revenue versus 10 to 20 to 50 to 100 million in revenue. So constantly test new ad creatives. It keeps things fresh. You think about it when you're watching videos on TikTok or online. If someone sends you a video that you've already seen just one time, think about how much of a difference it is, like your perspective watching it for the first time, how funny you thought it was, versus the second time when someone shares it to you. I've already seen this. So if you look at the frequency on your ad creatives, if it starts to get past 2, 3, 4, you have to keep everything fresh. Even if it's a slight variation, just changing the hook, changing the music, have it be a different trend, constantly test new creatives. So I can make a separate video on how I organize the ad campaigns, but you want to have a separate ad campaign that's constantly testing new ad creatives. And then if you see one that's performing a lot better than all the others, then you chuck it into the scaling campaign. So that's that. Next is thumbnails. For thumbnails, they're more important because when friends are sharing the video to others, that's going to be the first impression of what their friend thinks when they see your brand or the product. So it's going to show a preview, so make sure that you're adding something that is very eye-catching, so that way they're more likely to actually click on the link. Simple. Next one, keep all your content organized, whether it be on Dropbox or Google Photos, or there's other platforms or softwares that people use, but try and have the raw footage or unedited clips, so that way if you need to change something, the spelling is wrong, or you want to update the music, or you want to just change out the hook, that way you're able to easily go back. You don't spend so much time scouring through your photos and your videos on your phone or going to ask somebody. Make sure everything is uploaded and organized, and that way you can directly just send a link to a video editor and have things done immediately. You have to keep things very organized. Time is money. So there's a lot of other things that you need to keep organized, but I'll make a separate video on how to organize your entire operation. And then small tip for UGC or just running Facebook ads is, with a video, you want to keep it where even if you crop it to 1200 by 1500, so it's like a 4:5 ratio. For when you're running ads on Facebook and Instagram, since it's a UGC video, it's going to be in a vertical format, so 1080 by 1920, but you want to have it where even if it's clipped to 10 or 1200 by 1500 and it's 4:5 dimension, you want to have it where it still fits in frame and it's able to act as an independent video, even if it's cut, like the top and the bottom portion of the vertical video is cut. So that way you're able to turn on automatic placements and have a lower CPM, because if you give more options to Facebook to show your video in a larger span of real estate, then you're going to get lower CPMs. So that's what I'd recommend. Have the video where even if it's cut off in the top and the bottom, it's still, nothing's cut off. All the important shots and the captions are showing. So that's a little tip for Facebook ads. And a very small tip, change the angle that you're shooting from, or the panning, every 5 to 10 seconds, because people get very bored. If it just looks like someone's setting their phone and they're just talking to the camera, you get very bored. People can't even pay attention to someone or their friend talking to them in front of them without checking their phone, without checking the time, without yawning. So on a video, make sure it's very engaging, the shots changing. It could even if it's just slight, even if it's a slight change in the angle, that's what I would recommend. And then lastly, bonus, voiceover, in my opinion, if you're going to have it be the main video that you're scaling with, it has to have a voiceover and it has to have captions. It'll help people stay engaged with the video much more than any other video. So voiceover and captions are a must. Pretty self-explanatory for that. But those are all the tips that I would recommend. I tried to keep it very brief, but if there's anything that I was not clear with or you're not sure, feel free to comment down below. I'll try and answer all the questions. And yeah, overarching theme, I'll try and have this for every single video, but make sure that you're promoting a product that deserves to be promoted. You're not just trying to portray it to look better than it actually is, or say that it solves a problem when it actually doesn't, or it's not the same quality as you're portraying on the video. Make sure you're being very authentic, push out products that deserve to be pushed out, and give it to people that genuinely love your product. Have them show that, because people can really see through all the BS. They can see through the mist. Yeah, so conduct your business in a way that is ethical, and not just for the sake of being moral and having good clear conscience, but for the sake of your business. For the sake of your business. If people think that you are being deceptive with your marketing, or you are not telling the truth with something, with one aspect of your business, it causes everyone to have a negative view of your brand, and they're never going to buy from you ever again. So how you do one thing is how you do all things. So if you're a brand and you are already doing over 50,000 a month in revenue and you want me to take over for your ad creatives, I can plan out your scripts. Just shoot me a DM on Instagram. But any other comments or any other questions that you have, just feel free to comment down below. I'm very tired right now, which is why the points are getting shorter and shorter. But anything else, just let me know. Peace. Merry Christmas.